EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
We go. 120.
Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now second and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 4 down.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third.
Hey, Charlie. Check. 59. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Go, 12. Let's go. Check 59, Mike.
From the gun, here's Goff. Looking deep downfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He'll field this at the 5. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 81 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hold on. Check.
Just beating the play clock is gone. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. That's pulled in at the 32. There goes Green, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go. Line 20. It's out of time. Hey, chill. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, Steve 6.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that is incomplete. problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking.
Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons push further out in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Falcons push further out in front.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only